Welcome back to Garage Matters. Now, this is going to be a quick one, and this is going to be vehicle specific to a Celica GT4. Now, you guys have been following my channel. You guys might remember me taking this vehicle out on the road last week and shooting some footage. Now, I did go over a bump in the road. I didn't think that bump was that bad, but my wheel thought otherwise. Now, surprisingly, I was able to make it home with this wheel holding pressure. So it's a pretty good wheel in my opinion, even though it did get bent out of shape. Now, I did go ahead and purchase a brand new wheel over here. This is the Konig Dekagram. It's a 17-inch rim, and it looks pretty nice on this vehicle. And we'll go ahead and get a close-up of this wheel. And if you notice, the only way I was able to get this wheel to fit on here, take a look at that gap back there. So back behind here, you can see some washers. There's about 7 washers back there. Just added to test fit this wheel to see if I can clear this caliper. Now, those washers back there, seems like it gave us about almost a 1/4 inch of clearance between the spoke and the caliper. And yes, you can if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm not comfortable. But you can run spacers on here. The only issues with spacers is that you're gonna have to do it for all 4 wheels on this vehicle. Not only that, but back behind here, these studs back here, take a look at that. You're gonna have to extend the studs as well. I'll try to put this lug nut on here. So this lug nut don't even fit anymore. So it's just gonna be more work involved if you're really content on trying to run this setup right here. But not for me. Let's go ahead and take this wheel off and get a measurement of how much clearance we need back here if you were deciding to run this wheel on the Celica GT4. Now back here, we're gonna need about 1/2 inch, just a little over 1/2 inch to clear this caliper back here. Now obviously you can run this wheel on this vehicle, but you're gonna need a spacer. And for me, I am not comfortable running a spacer that big on this vehicle. So what I think I might do is just go ahead and return this wheel and order a brand new one of these. But these are just really hard to find. Most of them are back ordered. But if you're interested in this wheel, let's go ahead and take a look at this wheel real quick. It is a pretty little wheel. This one ran me about 300 bucks. And let's take a look at these specs real quick. Do a quick review on this wheel. So it's a 17-inch rim, 8 inches wide. And then come to the back side of this wheel. So back behind here, it does have more information on this wheel. So it's stamped in here, ET40, so that's the offset. So the offset is 40, 5 by 100. And then it also says it's made in China. So this is just stamped in here. Well, actually, it looks like it might be engraved, but it looks like it's probably just stamped in here. Not as nice as this Enkei over here. Take a look at this Enkei over here. This Enkei raised lettering, so it's not stamped or anything. Extremely nice wheel and lightweight. Now, speaking of lightweight, let's go ahead and weigh this wheel just in case you're curious on how much this wheel weighs. And I've got the scale right here, so we'll just bring the scale over here, place it right here, and set this wheel on top of this scale. Okay. All right. All right, and it looks like it's about 17.4 pounds. So not bad at all for a 17-inch wheel. It's pretty lightweight wheel, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to try out this wheel, because it's a lightweight wheel and it looks pretty nice. Now, there are other options as well, more expensive brands, but I noticed that they don't weigh as light as this one right here. Now while we got this wheel off right here, let's go ahead and take a weight measurement of this Enkei over here with the tire on. So we'll go ahead and put this back in the box so we can go ahead and return that guy. And this wheel and tire combination, pretty light setup, but don't be surprised with the weight, because I know it might sound like it's a lot, but truly for a wheel and tire combination, it's not that much. So this wheel and tire combination, 37 pounds, not bad at all for a lightweight setup for your vehicle. Yikes. All right, let's set this down so it doesn't crash this car. All right, so that's going to do it this time for Garage Matters. I probably won't drive this car around town or anytime soon until I get a new replacement wheel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and join us next time on Garage Matters.